everybody, welcome to my bedroom makeover reveal. I'm so excited to take you through the room and show you what we've done, and I'm sure you can see a bit of it behind me already. But if you've been following along and you remember the before, and I'll insert the picture right here, the darker wall we really enjoyed, but it really made our space feel very small and dark and warm. And so I love the way this turned out. It's so light and airy, and for Nathan and I, Paris has a very special meaning to us because we got engaged there, and it was also the first place we visited overseas after we got married. And we were so excited to bring a piece of that into our bedroom and make it just so special for us. And so you will see we pulled a lot of inspiration from a Parisian kind of look and feel, and then also like academia. And so for this video, although the others focused on us building things for the room, today I'm going to focus on the lighting and styling of the room. So let me show you what we've done. Talking about lighting, let me introduce you to my wall light. So as you would have seen previously, I had a lamp on my bedside table which was taking up a lot of space, causing clutter, and had wires laying all over the floor, which I do not enjoy. So I started researching wall lights and saw that they range from about 600 Rand plus each, and I was really not about that. So what I did was I headed to Sheet Street and purchased a desk lamp. I then gutted all the wiring out of that, sprayed it gold, and then stuck some double-sided tape to the back and then straight to my wall. And then, because I was thinking of Eskom and load shedding, I then added a battery powered light to the inside so that day or night I can switch this on at the touch of a button. For my next lighting element, I installed a new ceiling light, which I am totally obsessed with. This light was from BUCO Hardware, and it was so sleek, elegant and modern, and touched strongly on Parisian and light academia themes that I was going for. And so it came in black, but I sprayed it gold, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. My third lighting element, I really wanted to bring in a lot more natural light into the space, and so I installed 2 layers of curtains. So at the back I've got a nice sheer curtain, as well as in the front a nice neutral linen curtain, which I absolutely love. The 2 curtains aren't too dark, so it lets the light right through, but also not so that our neighbors can see through the curtains. And the curtains, curtain rods, and the end caps are all from Mr. Price Home, and I think they came together beautifully. Meet my new best friend. I've wanted a standing mirror for the longest time, and it's not just a styling element but also a lighting element. So because it's opposite my window, it's going to reflect and bounce a lot of that natural light across the room, which is going to be absolutely beautiful, especially during that golden hour. And so this piece came in black, and I've sprayed it gold, as you can see, just to tie in with the theme of the room. But not just that, there's actually a story behind this mirror. This mirror was on sale for about 600 bucks, and the glass was absolutely shattered and broken, and it was the last one, and I wanted it. I was so determined, and so I told them I'm going to purchase it as is. And I found a place in the northern suburbs that fixed the glass for like about 200 bucks or less, and so I got the mirror all sorted for under 1,000 Rand, and the original price was 2,000 bucks. So I'm absolutely excited about this piece. So moving on to the styling of the bedroom, I really wanted to keep it as light as possible, and so I focused on gold as my metallic tone, used white as a base, and then kind of dressed it up with a nice rich earthy tone of my neutral colors. And so focusing on the bed first, we kept our white bedding because I mean that's always our staple, and then I purchased a nice textured neutral throw from Mr. Price Home, and then made sure that my throw pillows and cushions on the bed were white, and then the smaller ones were the same fabric that I used for the headboard. Moving on to the bedside tables, I wanted to make sure they didn't look too cluttered, but also created almost like a work of art on the side that you could just be drawn to as you walk into the room. And so moving on to what is my right side of the bedroom, possibly your left, I found this amazing David's head vase from H&M, and it screamed light academia. And so I purchased that, and then a good friend of mine actually sent me a bouquet of flowers that had some eucalyptus in there, and so I've put that into the David's head vase, because I feel it brings a nice pop of color into the room and also speaks to our neutral tones. Next, to make it a bit personal, I've added a picture of myself and Nathan at our wedding into a gold frame, and again it's a repurposed frame which I've sprayed gold. Lastly, for that right side table, I then wanted to make sure the room was always smelling great, and I picked up some diffuser oil, sticks, and a beautiful jar from Mr. Price Home, which I placed on our wooden coasters, which are also from Mr. Price Home, and placed that on the table. Then moving on to the left side or your right, that table I really want to incorporate a mirror that was thrifted and gifted to me, which you would have seen in one of my previous DIYs, Fun with Frames. And so it really gave me a nice Parisian vibe, and so I sprayed that gold and added it to my bedside table, which I definitely use for my morning makeup. I then also found a lovely clay statue which has a candle inside from Mr. Price Home. Then I stacked some books and added my Mr. Price statue to the top, as well as some bunny tails and pampas grass, and that I've actually put into a repurposed vinegar jar, styling on a budget. And so I thought that those neutral glass and then clay tones really worked well together. And so for the last part of this bedroom makeover, as you would have seen in one of my previous videos where I created a bed end bench, it used to be in the front of this bed and I've now moved it over to the window area. And that's simply because there wasn't a lot of space between our cupboards and then also the bed, and so I've moved it over to the left to the window area, and I feel like it just created a lot more space, light, and tied the room together perfectly.